Hey everybody, welcome again to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Bob. If you haven't done so by now, you might want to consider subscribing. My channel is not about sets and reps and routines. It's more of a stream of consciousness based on a lot of experience over the years. My channel is just about sharing information and ideas. So anyway, a couple of weeks ago, I spent a weekend with family, and it was also my niece's husband's 55th birthday. So over coffee and cake, he decided to tell me about how he needed to get back into shape and thinking about going on a diet and all of that. Now, he's always been in pretty good shape. He has weights in the basement. I've known him over 30 years, and he was always in pretty good shape. He was one of those guys that could work out for a week or two and then take a year off. But he's no longer a very young man anymore, and in the last few years, the weight's been creeping up on him. And so he was just talking about how he needed to get back into shape. So I thought about it, and I'm going to share with you the advice that I gave him. Because one of the first things that he mentioned was his diet. He needed to change his eating habits and all of that. And he's been eating too many sweets. And I said to him, look, if you jump into a diet right away without building consistency in your workouts, you're going to mess up your workouts and your diet. So I said to him, first things first, okay? You're one of those guys that comes and goes, okay? You can't do that anymore. Once you pass 50, you're not going to get away with the things that you used to get away with when you were a lot younger. So my advice to him was to first start with momentum. He needs to build momentum. You need to build momentum. How do you build momentum? Through consistency. You've got to get into the gym consistently, okay? You got to do the work. You got to show up. 50% of success is showing up. So twice a week minimum, 3 times a week would be better. And if you can do it, which is what I'm doing now, for as long as you can do it, is every other day, which turns into like a 4-day work week for workouts. But I said to him, listen, you got to get into the gym. He's got everything he needs down in the basement. He's got dumbbells, barbell, bench, chinning bar, and all that. Just do basic exercises, 30 minutes to 45 minutes. You've got to tell everybody, this is my time. Unless it's an emergency, I don't want to deal with it. Okay, this is my time, and that's how you have to look at it. And you've got to get down in there, and you've got to do your thing. And then I said to him, what's going to happen is, just from the workouts alone, you're going to alter your metabolism. So one day you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to say, hey, whatever I'm doing, it looks like it's starting to work. Now at that point, if you want to make some changes in your diet, now what I would do is I would not eliminate foods right away. I would cut back. So if you've been eating ice cream 4 times a week, cut it back to once or twice. If you've been drinking beer every day, cut it to the weekends. Drink 1 or 2 beers over the weekend. Play around with it, but don't cut everything out right away. You're just going to go through withdrawal, and you're going to start to cheat, and you don't want to do that. So, because once you do that, you're just going to blow everything. So, again, make sure you got your workouts planned. You're getting into the gym consistently. Now you're at the point where you're building some momentum, and then you're going to look in the mirror again, and you're going to say, wow, you know what? I need to just put the finishing touches on this thing and be a work of art. All right, so At that point, I'm not eating this anymore. Okay, I'm not going to eat pizza. I'm not going to drink beer. I'm not going to, because now you're motivated and you're going to stick to it. Okay, you're going to stick to your diet and you're going to stick to your workouts and you're going to achieve your goals. But you're going to have to give it time. Okay, you didn't put on all that excess weight overnight, so don't expect to take it off overnight. Give yourself a few months. You know, now's a good time to start because by summer, you should be pretty much at your goal. So this is the beginning of May. Okay, you're looking at the end of June. So if you lose a pound of fat a week, we're talking about, or 2 pounds a week. What are we talking about? We're talking close to 20 pounds, right? By summer, and all of it is basically fat, and you've gotten stronger along the way, and your body is shaped up really nice. You might not look like Mr. America, but you're going to look pretty damn good for 55. Okay, so, you know, that's all I want to say at this point. Start slow, get back into the gym. This is advice for young and old, male and female. Okay, just get into the gym. To me, you know, some people like to say on YouTube that nutrition is 80% of the deal, and I disagree with that wholeheartedly. 80% of it is the training, and then 20% of it is dietary considerations, because everybody's metabolism is different. Okay, so first comes the muscle building process, the weight gaining process, if you need to gain weight, and first comes that process. And then you're going to have to see how you're individually, how diet affects you, how different foods affect you, what combinations of foods, carbohydrates and proteins, etc. You'll work that out for yourself. To me, 80% of it is the training. Now, if you get to a competitive stage, and if you're using drugs, then 80%, 75% is nutrition. Because by then, if you're competing, you've pretty much built all the muscle mass that you're going to need for the time being. So again, yeah, maybe diet is 80%, but in the building stage, in the maintenance stage, in the just getting in shape stage, 80% of it is the training. You got to get into the gym. I keep saying that. I sound like a broken record, but I tell you from experience, if you come and go, you're always going to be knocked back to, oh man, I got to start with this weight again. You know, you build up a nice poundage in the bench press and you decide to take a couple of weeks off. You come back again and that, oh man, now you get knocked back again in weight. So it's not just muscle that you're delaying the gains of muscle mass. You're also gaining and losing strength along the way, which is not really that good. But now at this stage of the game, you want to maintain your strength, build your strength, and as you go along, as I said, you'll notice when to make the dietary changes, and by then you'll be motivated to do it and to stick with it. So that's all I want to say today. That's it. In the meantime, you guys out there, stay safe, stay strong, especially now, in the times the way they are. I think it's going to come down to only the strong are going to survive. You know, so it's going to be the survival of the fittest. So stay strong and get stronger and stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Take care of yourselves.